This is my video for the Rio Salado Multigun held January 9th, 2021. This stage begins with the shooter engaging hanging steel at about 50 yards from 3 positions. From the center position, the shooter must engage both sets of steel. On the outer positions, the shooter engages a single set of steel. Because I'm left-handed, I started on the right side of the range to ease my movement through it. I'm using the SIG Tango 6T set on 1 power on this stage. It's mounted to my KP15 with lightweight 16-inch upper. On this pistol portion, I memorized where I needed to shoot all the paper targets from, but I just kept track of how many plates I shot down on the plate rack. Knowing there's a total of 6, I just counted in my head that I had knocked down 6, but nonetheless, at the end of the stage, I scanned to make sure there weren't any left that I wasn't seeing. I'm first in Stealth 2-gun on this stage, giving me 100 match points. This is a very short stage. I begin engaging the Texas Star with my pistol, and I engage the rest of the steel poppers, one of which is an activator. That yellow target is a no-shoot. My transition here to rifle is a little bit discombobulated. I should have handed my pistol off to my right hand to ditch it, then acquired the rifle. This has a cascade effect, and I look for a target that isn't there, transition back to the swinging target that is, and then engage the final target of the stage. I'm second in Stealth 2-gun with 86.59% of the winner's score.
This, Richard.
This is my baby right here. This is what we're going to be shooting at superstition. What do we think, 300 yards?
This stage begins with an array of pistol targets, one of which activates 2 swinging paper rifle targets. Transition to rifle and engage the 2 swinging rifle targets first. On the long-range portion, I choose to engage that moving 300-yard target last, so it's easier for my cameraman to get it on video. That is not the most efficient engagement sequence versus going straight right to left or left to right. The trick to hitting this target at 300 yards is knowing where it's going to be, waiting in that spot, and as soon as you see the target clear up from behind the bunker a little bit, sending the shot. I make the hit on the moving target on the first round. On this stage, I am second in Stealth 2-gun with 96.44% of the winner's score. This is a pretty standard pistol section of a stage. There's several paper targets in the open I need to engage through different angles. From the final position, this stomp activator releases 2 disappearing targets. The one on the left has 1 exposure, the one on the right has 2 exposures. I probably didn't need that second exposure on the one on the right, but I shoot it again just to be safe. There are 7 paper targets here. From the first position, I can engage 5. I then move to engage another single target, and then I move and engage the final paper target before moving on to engage the long-range targets, dialing up to 6 power. There are 3 targets here up on the side of the mountain that require 1 hit each. Unfortunately for me, it started gusting very hard up against the side of the mountain before I started the stage. So unfortunately, I just have to deal with it, and I send rounds and adjust my fire until I make the hits. On this stage, I am second in Stealth 2-gun with 97.45% of the winner's score. This stage begins with an array of poppers shot from a single position. I then ground the pistol, retrieve the rifle, and I have 5 long-range rifle targets to engage from 2 different positions. This sniper table is not positioned conveniently to shoot left-handed at the far left targets. I fight a little bit to get into position behind the optic and engage them. I'm third in Stealth 2-gun on this stage with 83.83% of the winner's score. In the end, I'm second out of 15 shooters in Stealth 2-gun with 97.25% of the winner's score. In the end, I'm 14th out of 95 shooters overall with 75.68% of the winner's score. Thank you for watching. Come back again for more match and multi-gun competition content.